I'm Mary Katsilometes. I have been writing icons for Resurrection Catholic Parish for more than 10 years. Today, it is with great joy and humility that I bring 2 new icons for the church. Installed on either side of the icon of the protecting veil of the Mother of God. It is said that the icon is born in the heart of the iconographer before paint is put on a brush or brush applied to the board. Well, one evening several months ago, as I was watching the news, a most disturbing image was shown. It was of a little Latina girl desperately crying for her mothers and her parents, from whom she was being separated at the border of the United States and Mexico. It was at that moment that the guardians of the Holy Innocents was born in my heart. The tears and fears of that little girl fired within me images of other children who, through no fault of their own, are forced to face the worst that life offers. Allow me to share with you the process that transpired through these past 9 months. It all began with the drawings, cartoons as they are called, of the images to be painted. And then, after the panels are constructed, the images are transferred onto the panels. Then, color choices were explored and made, and the painting got underway. Using egg tempera, layer by layer, the pigment was applied. Once the painting or writing was finished, gold leaf and gold shellac were put down, followed by a protective shell of shellac. And then I began to paint the faces. To read the images of the children, we start with the last child on the right. This little blonde girl, with her hand upraised, is asking us to stop and see the suffering of the children. Her lower hand directs us into the relationship implied within all the children. She represents the children of poverty. The boy in the middle, with his hands folded in the prayer of innocent petition, represents the children of exploitation. The little Latina girl with her hands outstretched in supplication represents the migrant children who are separated from their parents. The black boy, with his hand on his cheek, seeks mercy and asks us to hear the voices of the afflicted. He represents the children of racism. On the next panel is a little girl with hands in the position of lament, and she represents the children of climate change. The vulnerable baby in the basket represents the children of infanticide. The boy of Middle Eastern descent, whose hand refers to all the others, closes the relationship within all of the children and represents the children of the refugee crisis. And the young girl in the center, who holds the basket, represents all children who are spiritually crushed. the children are all clothed alike to refer to their shared humanity, and their skin tones and faces represent the spectrum of all people: black, brown, yellow, red, and green. Behind the children are the figures of the holy guardians, each with a different task. The angel in red holds in hand the sword of justice. And as I painted, the face that emerged was stern in directing our attention to the words of Jesus. If anyone harms one of my little ones, it would be better that that person had not been born. The guardian angel in blue holds in hand the rod of the authority of God. As the face of this angel was painted, what emerged was a face full of pleading compassion that asks us to protect the children. Both of the guardians direct an urgent challenge to each of us, the viewers, to open our hearts and eyes to their suffering. They remind us that Jesus saw the children who are harmed as the Anawim, the poor in spirit. These two new icons that stand on either side of the icon of the protecting veil of Mary, Mother of God, Theotokos, wraps her persecuted children under her veil. So then, this is the image that was born in my heart those many months ago. And through the prompting of the Holy Spirit, they have been realized today. I hope that all of you will find a way to pray with them and in their suffering, to be present to them, and to find a place where you too can be in relationship with them. Thank you.